much. I was out wandering around, taking another look at it. I'm town supervisor now in the town of Ithaca, and we have a long-term employee retiring, and we have a little get-together for him this afternoon. That's why I'm going to have to run off. But I'd like to say a couple of words about how I came to have this land and how I thought it would be best to turn it over to Green Springs. Actually, when I lived in Danby, Mary and I, where's Mary? There she is. Mary and I lived on the same road, so I got to know Mary many, many years ago. And when Rhonda and I split up, since I had the better job, we decided she would keep the house and our savings, and I would find a place to live. Well, I needed to find a place where the owner would hold the mortgage, you know, so you don't do down payment and that sort of thing, because I've always just had my paycheck to live on. And I happened to find this place. Anna Marie Kidd-Neeset owned it, and she was very kind and was able to give me a mortgage. A few years later, our neighbors, the next neighbors up, ran into some problems and decided to sell me some acreage, and I bought some more acres. So now there's 100 acres here. And when I decided that after 25 years of commuting from Danby and Newfield to work at Cornell, I said I wanted to walk the rest of my career to work, so I moved into the town of Ithaca and thus had to make a decision about this property. And there were lots of wonderful choices. You have state land over there and there. You've got Arnott Forest owned by Cornell over there. I figured the Finger Lakes Land Trust might be interested because of the wonderful birds that live out here, and as part of the Emerald Necklace project they now have. But what made me think about Green Springs was that I had heard about it while I still lived out here, and it seemed like such a wonderful idea. And I already knew some of the folks involved. John Rogers mentioned I had been involved with the Finger Lakes Land Trust. That's where I got to know Carl. Carl had been the founding president. I guess I was the third president or something. So got to know him there, and then met wonderful new people like Susan and Jennifer and Joel. And well, actually Joel I knew through the Finger Lakes Land Trust also.
Even before.
Even before.
Ecology Action of Tompkins
Ecology
County.
Action of Tompkins County. As you can see, we've got quite a network of environmental activists around here. And it's kind of interesting because one of my main interests was to preserve the land, to make sure that it remained available to wildlife. And then partnering it with the practical purpose of burying people just seemed like an incredible combination of good luck. And so it was my confidence in the people I knew engaged in this enterprise that really tipped the scale and said to me, this is the way it ought to be done. And I have to admit, I've just been astonished at the wonderful work they have done, because I didn't do anything after I moved out here, really. The other folks have done all the work. And I just want to say that it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to be involved with this movement, and I think that Green Springs has set the standard for natural cemeteries now, not just throughout the state, because it was the first one in the state, but throughout the country. It really is an absolutely magnificent enterprise. So thanks for coming, and I appreciate it, and I'm sorry I'll have to run in about a half hour, but I am really grateful for everyone for your support of Green Springs, and enjoy this land. Come out and walk it at any time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.